Hello, welcome to next session. In this session, we will solve base unit 11 HC thermodynamics. The the usual notations have been used for thermodynamics variable. Okay. Useful data given in the beginning of paper. The universal tense constant R naught is equal to 8.314 kilojoules per kilomole per degree Kelvin. Acceleration due to gravity G is equal to 9.81 meter per second square. Molecular mass of air MEF 29 kilogram per mole. Specific heat at constant pressure of air Cp 1.008 kilojoules per kilogram per degree Kelvin. Ratio of specific heats of air gamma is equal to 1.4. Assume air to be perfect gas unless specified otherwise. Okay, these are the instructions given in the beginning of the paper. Question 1 and question 1 to question 9 carry 1 mark. Question 1 is identify the group containing appropriate match of items in list 1 and list 2. List 1 K jet of jet engine implied L water being heated in a sealed container M internal energy and specific entropy. List 2 P closed system, Q control system, R intensive property, S extensive property. Options are A, K matches with P, L, Q, M, R, N, S. Option B, K, Q, L, P, M, R, N, S. C, K, Q, L, P, M, S, N, R. D, K, P, L, Q, M, S, N, R. So a jet engine implied is a control system because it is moving. So and in jet engine, the mass of fuel is entering and mass of air plus fuel is very okay. So it is, can be taken as control system. Water being heated in a sealed container as the container is sealed, so no mass transfer takes place. So it can be taken as closed system. Internal energy is the extensive property. So M is less because it is dependent on mass. Specific entropy doesn't depend upon mass. So because all the specific properties are intensive properties. So N is our option is C. Question number 2. The mass, internal energy, pressure and volume of a system are 10 kg, 100 kJ, 1 bar and 1 meter cube respectively. The value of specific enthalpy in kilojoules per kilogram of the system is option A 10, B 20, C 30, D 40. The enthalpy is nothing plus U plus PV. Here U is your 100 kilogram, hello 100 kilojoules, and P is your 1 bar, and B is your 1 meter cube. So this is total enthalpy, or it is it include mass in it also. Okay, so this is 100 plus in 100 in kilojoules. So we will take 1 bar as 1 transfer to into 1. Okay, so this will be in kilojoules, energy will be in kilojoules, then so total will be 200 kilojoules. So then the total enthalpy is your 100 kilojoules. So and a specific enthalpy is total enthalpy by mass. Mass is your 10 kg. So answer is 200 by 10 that is 20 kilojoules per kilogram. So option B is the right answer. Next, a heat pump extracts heat at the rate of 100 kilowatts from a low temperature reservoir and delivers heat at the rate of 160 kilowatts to high temperature reservoir. COP of the heat pump is option A 1.6, option B 1.67, C 2.6, D 2.67. The COP of heat pump is defined by the heating effect divided by the work done. The heating effect here is uh, heat has delivered at the heat at the rate of 160 kilowatt or floating heat is 160 kilowatt, and it extracts it from uh, somewhere that is from low temperature wells. Okay, it is the heat is 100 kilowatt. What the 160 minus 100. Okay, so COP is 160 divided by 160 minus 100, that is 60. 160 by 60, that is 2.667. Answer D. Next, at a certain pressure, the specific volume meter kilogram millimeter specific volume is in meter kilogram meter cube per kilogram of saturated liquid, saturated vapor, and wet steam are 1.1565 10 to the minus 3, 0.1274, and zero point 0.1 respectively. The quality of wet steam is the quality of wet steam is this is your saturated liquid, this is your saturated vapor, and this is your wet steam. Okay. So the specific volume is BF. BF is uh, your saturated liquid. Okay, that is BF. Okay, uh, into dryness fraction, that is to quality. Okay, and saturated vapor, it is 0.172, 0.1274. Okay, minus saturated liquid. Okay, minus this will be and the quality of active is zero point 0.1, so it should be zero point 0.1. Okay. Sorry, passive volume is zero point 0.1 for the green wet space. Okay. So this is for wet stream, this is for liquid, this is for uh, gas phase, okay, or vapor phase, Vg minus Vf into x. Okay. So from this we can get x, x is equal to 0.783. Option B is the answer. Then which one of the following expression represent Joule function coefficient? Option A, dT by vacancy, and P enthalpy constant. Okay. Next, the specific heat at constant pressure Cp of helium is 5.19 kilojoule per kilogram per degree Kelvin. Its molecular mass is 4 kilogram per kilomole. The specific heat at constant volume of helium in kilojoule per kilogram is, so R for helium is uh, R for helium is Ru by its molecular mass. So Ru is 8.314 given initially in the instructions. Okay, so molecular mass is 4. So this is R for helium is this 2.0785. Okay, so and the specific we have to tell the specific heat at constant volume. Okay, the specific heat at constant pressure is this. Okay, so Cp minus Cv is equal to R. Okay, this is Cp and R is we have found out. So we can put Cv. So Cv is your 3.11, option C. Next, next, an evacuated rigid adiabatic tank is filled slowly with air from a supply line supplying air from a supply line supplying air at constant pressure PL and temperature TL. The temperature of air in the tank at the end of the filling process will be option A greater than TL, B equal to TL, C less than TL, D average of ambient temperature, and D. The temperature in the supply line is TL. Okay, so this can be solved by the using the fact that energy in the reservoir after filling will be equal to energy supplied by the gas in the pipeline. So energy the gas in the pipeline is in flow condition. So its energy is given by its enthalpy. So CPTL and gas in the cylinder after filling the cylinder is in rest condition. So its energy is given by its internal energy. Okay, so it is CVTF. So TF is equal to CP by CV TL or gamma TL, as gamma is more than 1. So TF will be more than TL. So answer is your TF will be more than TL. So answer is your A. Okay. Next, an ideal gas undergoes cyclic process as shown in the PV diagram below. The same cycle represented on PS diagram. This is the constant pressure process. This is also constant pressure process. These are constant volume processes. So the PV diagram is of constant pressure and constant volume processes. Okay, so there will be no vertical and horizontal line in the PS diagram. So this is wrong. This is also wrong because vertical line is present here. This is also wrong. No horizontal lines are present. So answer is your B because all the lines are inclined and this 1 2 is here constant sorry 1 2 is here a constant volume process and slope of this constant volume process is more than constant pressure process, so answer is your B. If the slope of constant volume is more than the constant pressure line and the lines are neither vertical nor horizontal. Okay. So answer is your B. Next, consider three identical tanks A, B, and C shown below. What is the pressure in the tank C? In tank A, 1 meter cube, tank volume is 1 meter cube, X kilogram of nitrogen, and 1 bar is the degree Kelvin is the pressure in Kelvin. In tank B, 1 meter cube, and Y kilogram oxygen, 1 bar pressure, 300 Kelvin temperature, and tank C, 1 meter cube, uh, volume, X kilogram nitrogen, Y kilogram oxygen, and temperature is where children we have to find out pressure. Option A 1 bar, B 1.5 bar, C 2 bar, D 2.5 bar. So in option A, so we can see that the pressure in 1 meter cube of tank for nitrogen is 1 bar and for same volume the pressure is 1 bar. So according to Dalton laws of partial pressure, uh, this P nitrogen plus P oxygen should be equal to this P. Okay, because here 1 meter to 1 meter to 1 meter to so pressure is your Px plus Py. So answer is your 2 bar option C. Okay, next, but according to Dalton's law of partial pressure, the total pressure is the summation of pressure occupied by the two gases when the same volume is taken as that of the original volume. Okay, so answer is your 2 bar. Question 10 to question 22 carry 2 marks each. Question 10. The thermodynamic property X of a thermometer varies with temperature T according to the relation T is equal to AX plus B, where T is in degree Celsius, X is in where T is in degree Celsius and X is in meter, and A and B are constant. At ice point 0 degree Celsius and steam point 100 degree Celsius, the value of X are 5 centimeters and 20 centimeters respectively. When this thermometer is brought in contact with a heated body, the value of X recorded as 15 centimeters. The temperature of the heated body in degrees Celsius is A 83.3, B 73.3, C 63.3, D 53.3. Okay, so this is the variation of temperature with X is given as that is P is equal to A X plus P. Okay, temperature is given to X is meter. Okay, when X is 0, sorry, when X is 5, P is 0. Okay, at I square 0 degree Celsius. Okay, the X is 5. Okay, when X is 5, P is 0. So this is 25A plus B. Okay, when X is your 20 centimeters, P is with 100 degree Celsius. Okay, so this is 100 plus uh, we put X equal to 2400 plus B. Okay, equal. So from 1 and 2 we can find out A and B. So A is your 0.2667 and B is your minus 6.667. Okay. Now once A and B are known, we can write out the relationship. So T is equal to AX square plus B. Okay. So T by putting now we have to find out the temperature then the X reads as 50 centimeters. Okay, X is centimeters. X is 15 centimeters. So X is by putting X equal to 15, we can get T equal to 53.3405 Celsius. Okay, so option D is the right answer. Next, question number 11. Air at 10 bar and 400 degree Kelvin is flowing with the velocity of 20 meter per second through a pipe of uniform cross sectional area and 20 centimeter square. Or sorry, cross sectional area of 20 centimeter square. Mass flow rate of air in the pipeline is 0.25 kilogram per second, T 0.35 kilogram per second, T 2.5 kilogram per second, T 3.5 kilogram per second. So velocity is 20, area is 20, okay, and from this 10 bar and 400 Kelvin, we can take the density. Okay, so using P is equal to rho RT, so rho will be P by RT, so this is density. So 10 into 10, 5, and air is uh, the gas, so R is 27, and T is here 400 given. So rho will be 8.71 kilogram per meter cube, and the mass flow rate is given as rho AV, mass density into area into velocity. Okay, so area is 20 centimeter square, you can consider centimeter square, that is 8.71 into 20 by 100 square into 20. So mass flow rate is 0.3484 kilogram per second. Option B is the right answer. Okay. Next question 12. The condition of steam at inlet and exit of a perfectly insulated steam turbine running under steady state condition is as follows. At inlet specific enthalpy 3230 kilojoule per kilogram, velocity 160 meter per second. At exit specific enthalpy 2660 kilojoule per kilogram, velocity 100 meter per second. The electric changes in potential energy work done by the steam turbine is approximately. So the inlet conditions are 3230 kilojoule per kilogram enthalpy, specific enthalpy, and velocity 160 meter per second. Okay, and outlet conditions are 2260 kilojoule per kilogram enthalpy and velocity 100 meter per second. Okay. So the work done will be at the cost of this change in enthalpy and change in kinetic energy. So change in enthalpy is your T2T0 minus 2660. Okay, and change in kinetic energy is 160 square minus 100 square divided by 2 into 1000. Okay, so this is your 5778.8 kilojoule per kilogram. So answer is your B. Okay, so answer is your B. Okay, next, the thermal efficiency of a reversible heat engine operates between two thermal reservoirs is Timex. Okay, the coefficient of performance of reversible uh, refrigeration cycle operating between the same two reservoirs. So the thermal efficiency is given as work done by this or that it is represented by what it will be or the highest temperature or Carnot cycle. Okay, so that is T1 minus T2 by T1, and COP is defined by refrigerator is defined by refrigerating effect by work done or the minimum temperature divided by temperature difference. Okay, so now the from this we can have 1 minus T2 by T1, and from this uh, or T2 1 minus so 1 minus tau x is equal to T2 by T1. Okay, so COP of refrigerator COP of refrigerator 1 minus T1 by T2. Okay. From this we have divided by T2 1 by T1 by T2 minus 1. So 1 minus T1 by T2. Okay. So this T2 by T1 by T2 is T1 by T2 is 1 by 1 minus zeta minus zeta by efficiency maximum. Okay, so we can put T1 by T2 as 1 by. Okay, so putting this value, we can have 1 minus this 1 minus 1 zeta max. So option is here. So solving this, we can get option A is okay. Next, even for water at 190 degree Celsius, saturation pressure 12.54 bar at 210 degree Celsius, saturation pressure 19.06 bar at 200 degree Celsius, specific volume of the saturated liquid 1.165 into 10 to the minus 3 meter cube per kilogram at 200 degrees Celsius, specific volume of saturated vapor 0.1274 meter cube per kilogram. Using Clapeyron equation, the enthalpy of evaporation in kilojoule per kilogram of water at 200 degrees Celsius is approximately A 1857, B 1924, C 1947, D 2025. So the Clapeyron equation is dP by dt making divided by L change volume, change specific volume from saturated vapor to saturated liquid. Okay. So here dP by dt is here temperature difference is 20 and pressure difference is 19 minus 19.06 minus 12.54. Okay, 12.54. Okay, so from these two, from the first two, we can get dP by dt. Okay, so dP by dt is this 12. Okay, from this we get point. Putting the values dP P2 minus P1 divided by P2 minus P1. Okay, we get 0.326 into 10 to the 5 Pascal per degree Kelvin. Okay, so dP by dt is. So now we have to calculate the enthalpy of evaporation of water at 200 degrees Celsius. Okay, so temperature is 200 degrees Celsius or 200 plus 273, 473 Kelvin. Okay, and at 200 degrees Celsius, the specific volume of saturated liquid is this or liquid is or the 1.1565 into 10 to the minus 3 and V dash is 0.1274 meter cube per kilogram. Okay, so putting V dash minus V and T is equal to 473, we can get L. Okay, so L is your 1946. Putting the values in this equation, in this dP by dt, we have this L. We have to find out T 200 plus 273 and B dash and B are given. Okay, putting the values, we can get 1947 kilojoules per kilogram. Option C is the right answer. Next, an ideal vapor compression cycle uses R 134A as working fluid. The condenser pressure is 5 bar and evaporator pressure is 60 kPa. The refrigerant enters the compressor as saturated vapor and its specific enthalpy at compressor exit is 267.98 kilojoules per kilogram. The other relevant data regarding R134A are given below. Pressure, so the properties of refrigerant 134A and 0.6 bar and 5 bar are given. Okay, these are the properties. We have to calculate the COP in the cycle approximately. Okay, now as a cycle is vapor compression cycle. Okay. So this is the vapor compression cycle with one the evaporator exit, two compressor entry, three compressor exit, four evaporator entry. Okay. So the COP is nothing but deteriorating effect level. The deteriorating effect is H1 minus H4. So H1 minus H4 and further is H2 minus H2 minus H1. Okay. So H1 minus H4, H1 is your saturated point at 0.6 bar. So H1 is your this 224.72. Okay. And H4 is equal to in vapor compression cycle H4 is equal to H3. Okay. So H3 is your 5 bar and this 71.32. Okay, so H4 is equal to H3. Okay. Now H2 is given the calculated compressor is 267.98. Okay, so H2 is given. So we can calculate COP by putting values. So answer is given 45. Okay. Next, 1 kilogram of hydrogen M is equal to 2 kilogram per kilomole is mixed with certain number of kilogram of argon M is equal to molecular weight is equal to kilogram 40 kilogram per kilomole such that the mass fraction of argon is the resultant in the resultant mixture is 0.8. The number of kilomoles of argon in the mixture. So mass molecular weight of hydrogen is 2 kilogram per kilogram. Okay. And the mass is 1 kilogram of hydrogen. Okay. So mass 1 kilomole of hydrogen. Okay. So 1 kilomole of hydrogen, number of moles of hydrogen is 1 kilomole. Okay. So we can calculate from this the mass of the hydrogen. That is the molecular weight and number of moles are this. So mass of hydrogen is 2 and it is mixed with x number of uh, x number of kilomoles of argon. So mass of argon is x into 40. Okay. So total mass is your 2 plus 40 plus x. Okay. So you have to calculate the number of kilomoles of argon. Sorry. Mass fraction is given as 0.8 mass fraction of argon. So mass of argon divided by total mass is 0.8. So from this we can get x. Okay. So x is the fraction of molecules or number of molecules in number of molecules in the argon mixture. Total mass is 0.2 mass fraction of argon in the reaction mixture into number of kilomoles of argon. The number of kilomoles of fiction x is that is x. X is with 0.3. Okay. So answer is D. Next, a steam power plant operates on an ideal Rankine cycle between pressure of 5 MPa boiler and 10 kPa condenser. Water enters the pump at specific enthalpy of 191.83 kilojoules per kilogram. The specific volume 0.00101 meter cubes per kilogram. And the steam enters the turbine at an enthalpy of 4612.2 kilojoules per kilogram and leaves the turbine at saturated vapor at 10 kPa. The enthalpy of evaporation of water at 10 kPa is 2392.8 kilojoules per kilogram. The net work done by net work done per cycle in kilojoule per kilogram is approximately option again thermal efficiency. So this is the ideal Rankine cycle. One turbine exit, two one turbine entry, two turbine exit or condenser entry, three pump entry, four pump exit, and one again is turbine and turbine entry. Okay, so H1 is the highest pressure 5 MPa and H1 is your steam enter the turbine at an enthalpy of 461. So H1 is your 461. And leave the turbine at saturated vapor at 10 kPa. And the enthalpy of saturated vapor is 2392. So H1 is your 4612 and H2 is your 4392. Okay. So the work done is H1 minus H2. Okay. So difference of these two is this. This is the work done by turbine. Now uh, some work is also done on pump. So that is W4 minus H4 minus H3. What we can calculate by pressure difference into specific volume. The pressure here is 5 MPa and here the pressure is 10 kPa. Okay, and specific volume at this specific volume is 0.00101 0.1000101. Okay, so the specific volume is this. Okay, so this B into P4 minus P3 comes out as 5 kilojoules per kilogram. Okay, so this is your bind work, this is bumper. So difference of these two is net work done. Okay, so 22,919 minus 0.4 minus 5 is 2215 kilojoules. Okay, so answer is net work done is your option C 223 triple two three in kilojoules per kilogram. Now this is well done. Now if we divide it by heat supply, then we will get efficiency. Now the next question. So heat supply is nothing but H1 minus H4. H1 we know. This H4 we have calculated. Okay. H H4 is H3 plus WP. The WP is H3 is saturated liquid. H3 is H3 191.83. Okay. Water and the back of the pump as specific enthalpy. Okay. So this is active and pump one is 5. So you can tell your export. Heat added is 4415.37 kilojoules. So efficiency is 2215 divided 4415.37, that is 15.16. Okay. Next, common data question for question number 19-20. At the beginning of compression process of a standard of air standard Otto cycle, pressure, temperature and volume are 1 bar, 400 Kelvin and 400 centimeter cube respectively. The compression ratio is 8. The maximum temperature attained in the cycle is 2200 Kelvin. Uh, so there are two questions. The heat transferred kilojoule in kilojoule during the heat radiation process is approximately A 531, B 53.1, C 5.31, D 0.531. Okay. Second question, the thermal efficiency of the cycle is 41.5%, B 46.5%, C 51.5%, D 56.5%. So this is the auto cycle with initial condition with the condition at 1, that is 1 bar 290 given. Okay, and the compression ratio has 8 is given. So that is nothing but V1 by V2. Volume at 1 and volume at 2. Okay. From the isotopic relationship, we can get how we can get T2. So this we know and T1 we know. And similarly, we can find out pressure also for T2. Okay. But for the first question, we have to calculate on the heat transfer. Okay. Heat is transferred in the process in this process. Constant volume process. This is isotopic process. This is constant volume heat addition. This is isotopic expansion. This is constant volume heat rejection. This is not constitute auto cycle. Okay. So we have calculated T2 and the maximum temperature attained is 2200. That is the maximum temperature. Okay. So heat added is TV T3 minus T2. T3 is 4200 and T2 is your uh, 6 6.24. Okay, so heat added is MCD 3292. Okay. And M we have to calculate because M from this relationship PV is equal to MRT. Here P is 1 bar, B is 400 centimeter cube, and T is 290. We can calculate M. So P by RT is equal to M. So this is P, this is M. Okay, 1 into 5 into 400, 127, or T 287. So from this we can calculate, sorry, temperature is here, initial temperature is 290, so this 290 here, R for 27, or 27 for R, and T for 290, and what will, okay, in which will be pressure. So from this we can calculate mass. So this converted 4.8 10 minus 4 kilogram. Now putting it in, and in this putting series 718 and temperature 220 and 66.24, you can get 528.595 joule. Okay. So approximate answer is this. Answer. Okay. Now efficiency can directly calculated by using the formula 1 minus 1 by R 1 minus 1. So is this is to answer in your participant 2 or answer B. Next statement for linked answer question 21 and 22. An ideal gas undergoes a cycling process consisting of the following three processes. Process 1 to compression process with steam constant. Process 2 3 constant pressure. Process 3 1 constant volume. U3 minus U1 is equal to 3549 kilojoule. The changes in kinetic and potential energies are negative. Okay. So this is the diagram given with the volume here at 2.2 meter cube and here 1.6 meter cube, pressure lowest pressure 1 bar. Okay, this diagram is given. The work done in kilojoule during the process 2 3. We have to calculate work done, okay, and heat transfer during process 2 3. Okay. Now P2 is not given. Okay. Now the work done during the as this process is constant pressure process, the work done is P2 with 3 minus P2. Okay. So P2 can be used by using the strict PV point. As this process is constant volume, constant temperature process. Okay. PV constant pressure, constant temperature process. So PV is constant and a gas is ideal gas. Okay. So PV is constant. So here P is 1 bar and V is 1.6. Here P is unknown and V is your point 2. So we can convert P2. Okay. So P2 comes out by 8 bar. Okay. Now putting the value of P2 as 8 bar and V3 and V2, V3 is your point 1.6 and V2 is your point 2. We can convert work done. Okay. That is 1120 kilojoule. So answer is your A. Now the heat transfer during this process. Now using first law of thermodynamics, we have Q23 is equal to W23 plus U23. Okay. Now this process is isothermal process. Okay. So U1 will be equal to U2. Okay. Because in isothermal process in ideal gas, the internal energy remains constant. Okay. So, but given that the U3 minus U1 is 3549, so as U1 is equal to U2, so U3 will minus U2 will be same, that is 3549. Okay. So U3 minus U2 will be 3549. Okay. So जैसे U2 U3 2 3 and the work done is 1120. So adding this we can get heat supply. Okay. Using first law. Okay. So answer is your 4669. Okay. That is all Okay, thank you very much.